How does anybody pick a main in this game? That's something I haven't figured out in 20 years of playing. I cannot pick a main. There's classes I come back to over and over. Druid was my first ever character. It's pretty much the character I start every new expansion with, except when Classic came out in 2019, and I just went straight for Warrior to play the meta. But I don't understand how anybody picks a main and sticks with it, and that's my problem. That's why I've never really broken into super high end gameplay because I can't concentrate on just a single tune. And I don't have the time in my life to like optimize every single one. And like I'll play them all to a level where I can feel reasonably competent, but not like high end raid ready or like high end PvP ready. I think for that, unless you're sort of the rare or maybe not so rare super sweat, you kind of need to focus on like one or two even characters. And I think that's especially true in Classic because never a more alt unfriendly game has been made. Especially if you're getting into like the high warlord grind back in the day, like a little bit different now, but still, it's quite an investment for just one character. Getting your battleground reps up, getting geared up in raids, and getting consumables and everything, and like really min maxing your performance. Like that kind of needs one character, and I can't ever figure out which one it is. And I'm having that trouble right now because I've got like four tunes at 20 or thereabouts, and I just keep bopping around back and forth between each of them rather than just like leveling one up and playing it and like committing. And I think on the one hand, it's like a FOMO thing. It's uh, what am I going to miss out on if I play this class? Because as much as I hate the meta slavishness of the game these days, it's a reality. And I'm just as bad as anybody else. Like, I don't need to be on top of the meters if I'm a DPS, but I definitely don't want to be on the bottom. And I'm kind of mad if I'm in the middle. And, like, I kind of want to at least have the opportunity to be at the top if I'm just, like, nailing my A game, right? So that's on me. And similarly, like, healer or tank, like, I don't want to have to be the best, most optimized one, but also I'm gonna feel bad if I go into a raid or a dungeon and I don't have the tools that I need. I love playing a bunch of different classes, and that's the problem. Like I love being on a warrior and smashing big numbers occasionally, even though especially at low levels, like the gameplay is not that engaging, but it's so satisfying to like wear that big heavy plate armor and swing that big heavy axe, and like you can almost like feel yourself being in battle when you're on a warrior. And I love playing the druid. I love being able to do a bunch of different things, play any role that I want. Granted, none of those roles is at the optimum, but it's still a lot of fun and you get a lot of tools and interesting things. Like I love to be able to stealth past a bunch of mobs directly to an objective and fuck the mage that's outside, like AoE farming. Like, cool, I'm gonna go get the named mob and you can kill everything else, be my guest. But on the other hand, I can't stop thinking about how if I go in to heal, Scarlet Monastery and people die, I don't have a res. And so it's a long run back and I feel like a gimp healer. Or bear tanks are reasonably okay, especially in 5-man content. They're totally fine, but like, you don't have every tool you need. You don't have an interrupt. Like, yes, you have bash, but like, okay, that's good once every minute or whatever. Also, I can't believe it takes till Wrath to get like, or no, Kata? I don't know. It takes a long time for druids to get an interrupt, and that's fucking stupid. Um, A paladin. I mean, I'm not playing Alliance this time around, but you know, not having a taunt is wild. I like playing the shaman, and I feel like shaman is kind of a good mix of the things that I like, where it's I get a lot of utility, a lot of engaging gameplay. I love being able to like have that one clutch skill that can like save a wipe or whatever, whether it's like Ankh or like the right totem at the right time or whatever. I feel like Druid is similar, like with the battle res is huge, honestly, but the loss of some of the other stuff, like a regular res, feels like a hard trade off to make sometimes. And the fact that, never going to top a meter. You only need one druid. Now, shaman, you need maybe one per group, depending on what kind of raid you are. Shaman's never going to not be in demand right now, and that's cool. And that's maybe why I'm leaning toward sticking with the shaman. It would be fun to do the warrior, though. Go high end on the warrior. And that's my problem. I can never decide. I've also got a priest. I'm not even showing gameplay of the priest because I'm really trying to put the priest on the shelf. I also love playing rogue, but I'm not going to go down that road right now. Ooh, but I don't know. It's fun. It's fun doing stealth runs. It's fun being in battlegrounds with a rogue. It's fun being in battlegrounds with a druid. There's too many fun things to do with too many classes in this game, and I don't know what the fuck to do about it. I'm never ever going to be able to pick a main. If you are watching this, pick a main for me because I can't be trusted to do it on my own. All right, bye.